It takes a whole season of practice, travel, and tournament competition. Thousands of balls, millions of pins to get to this point. The national championship in women's collegiate bowling. Here, emotions run high as the best battle for the Helmer Cup. Now the two strongest bowling programs in the country face off for that prize. The top-ranked team in the nation, the Wichita State Shockers, against number 3 ranked West Texas A&M. Two powerhouse schools, but after today, only one will be left standing. We come to you from the land of Lincoln to watch the best college bowlers go after the sport's most prestigious title. We're at the Cherry Bowl in Rockford, Illinois for the 2005 Intercollegiate Bowling Championships. It's the West Texas A&M Buffaloes and the Wichita State Shockers meeting for the women's title. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Weber. We at CSTV are thrilled to bring you this national championship, 31st edition of the IBC. College bowling gets bigger every year. Over 70 schools now field women's teams. Top 16 teams in the nation made it here, and they had a difficult task. The event began with a qualifying round for seeding. Then 6 rounds, best of 7 matches, double elimination format to set up this championship match. The 3 seed West Texas A&M, a terrific story. Their coach, Jeannie Franklin, he took over this program a month ago, and they're looking for All-America Tina Stickney to continue her outstanding play. Wichita State, always loaded with talent. They were runner-up here a year ago, and they're paced by the National Player of the Year, Anita Mans. Both teams have won this event 6 times. One will walk away with a record 7 title today. The IBC is contested using the Baker system, a format which calls for different bowlers participating in different frames. For example, bowler number 1 will throw in the first and 6th frames. Subs are allowed, but once that occurs, the sub player is out for the remainder of the game. Wichita State fired up. Good crowd support behind the Shockers. And the Buffaloes well represented as well. Many fans making the trek from Texas. Mark Lewis guides Wichita State. He is an alumnus of WSU. And he's assembled an international roster. One of his best bowlers on this team came to Kansas all the way from South America.
Clara Guerrero, Junior, Armenia, Colombia.
Guerrero leads off. And that's flush in the pocket for a strike. You can hear the words of encouragement from Clara's teammates because players kind enough to allow us to mic them up. Clara, good release, nice follow through. And it all started with the head pin. The other 9 came down as well. Now time for the leadoff bowler for West Texas A&M.
Katie Boroff, Senior, Mansfield, Texas.
The Buffaloes hail from Canyon, Texas, not too far away from Amarillo. Katie nails 8 of 10 to get things going for the Buffs.
Just like back at home, you can do it.
That's the All-America Tina Stickney mic'd up. Katie's shot came in high on the head pin, leaving the 6 and 10. Trying to use a little body language to get those 2 pins down. And Boroff able to convert the spare. These are 2 of the premier women's programs. Shockers top rank, Buffs number 3 each. Very familiar with this tournament. WSU making a record 30 appearance. Both have been in the championship many times. Wichita State first or second on 10 occasions. West Texas A&M 9 times. Now time for bowler number 2 for the Shockers.
Olivia Sandham, Junior, Wichita, Kansas.
Olivia electing to stay in her hometown for college bowling. And that one a touch light on the head pin. Pin cam shows you how that ball came down the lane, leaving the 5 and 8 behind. Should be a relatively straightforward spare chance. But she can only get the 8. The 5 left standing, and an early open frame for Wichita State. Got the ball 2 left and couldn't knock them both down. 5 bowlers per side in this Baker format. Up steps bowler number 2 for the Buffaloes.
Elaine Barnes, Junior, Allen, Texas.
Elaine's career high game, 289. And here's the junior. The tap knocks down 9 out of 10.
Hey, here. It's a good shot. Yeah. Squared up. It's all right.
Words of encouragement. Lane cam shows you how this sequence unfolded.
Squares are winners right here.
Elaine deliberate in her approach. Making a fashion statement. Check out the nifty socks.
Yeah. It's fair.
There's the spare for West Texas A&M.
All right, Toy, start it up for us, baby.
2 frames complete in the opening game of the IBC. And the Buffaloes with the early lead. There's a future star for West Texas A&M. Let's get you caught up on how the IBC developed. Best 16 teams in the nation lined up in Rockford, Illinois. Among them, defending champion Pikeville. And they always travel well. Pikeville fans loud and proud, but in the semifinals, they watch West Texas A&M put together a tremendous performance with back-to-back 4-0 sweeps, an emotional exit for the tiny Kentucky school, all smiles for the Buffs.
We want that title. We are tied with the most national titles with Wichita, and we want to see them in the finals.
But Western Illinois had other ideas, taking the top-seeded Shockers to the limit. The Western Winds won the first match. But in the second, Anita Manns rose to the challenge, knocking down big strikes to propel the Shockers into the championship round.
We gave them all they wanted, but it's tough to beat them twice. Very tough.
The particulars of the semifinals: Western Illinois took care of Wichita State once, but couldn't do it twice. West Texas A&M was dominant, and Missouri Baptist a good try in their first trip to the IBC. We move to the 3rd frame opening game of the best-of-3 championship match, and we turn to bowler number 3 for Wichita State.
Kathy Westberg, I'm a senior, and I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Kathy, with many years of bowling experience, picked up this game when she was merely 6 years of age.
Come on, baby.
That one came in high on the head pin. The senior leaving the 6 and 10.
There. On two. You got it. You got it. Don't fall.
All right, Kelly, right now.
Sporting that Simpsons ball. Kathy able to generate power using her tall stature. There's the spare. The Shockers bounce back from the open frame.
Yeah, babe, take your time. You can do it.
Just a little short. Just a little tentative. Good. Yeah.
Words of advice from Mark Lewis as we head to the bottom of the 3rd frame.
Latoya Williams, senior from Austin, Texas.
The Texas native trying to deliver her squad a national title. And that one crossed over the head pin a bit, left behind the 6 pin.
Good 9. Spare it up. Spares win. Let's go.
Indeed, spares often pivotal in a victorious performance. And Latoya telling herself things are okay.
Good spare, Toy. Good spare.
Cashes in on the spare, make it 3 straight for the Buffaloes of West Texas A&M.
All right, Megan. Starts with you, baby. Starts with you.
These players didn't spend all their time at the Cherry Bowl. Earlier this week, there was an awards banquet. The ladies put on their evening attire. Plaques handed out to the best individual performers. Tina Stickney and Megan Larson picking up first-team All-America honors for West Texas A&M. Anita Mans, an All-American and Player of the Year, all part of the outstanding atmosphere of the IBC.
And that's what makes college bowling great, because you come out here and it's just like a basketball tournament. You can barely hear yourself think because everybody's so excited. Everybody's really worked hard to come out here after one common goal of winning the national championship, and it's just as special as the Rose Bowl or the Final Four in basketball. It's a different sport, but to us it's just as special.
We move to frame 4. Wichita State posting a strike in the first, a spare in the third, turning to a bowler from north of the border.
Caroline Lagrange, junior, and I'm from Quebec in Canada.
Lagrange, a member of Team Canada. Second year with this Shocker program. And the 10 goes down. Caroline had to wait for a moment, but many reasons to savor that one. Came in light on the head pin,
Right here.
but got the bounce she was looking for, tripping up the 10. A long look by Lagrange, and ultimately she likes what she sees. 3 spares so far for West Texas A&M. Bowler number 4 in the rotation.
Megan Larson, junior, McKinney, Texas.
Buffs looking for leadership from this All-American.
Push. Get one. Come on, get one.
And she's left with the 4-6 combination. This one goes high through the nose. And a difficult proposition for this spare. Trying to push that 6 over, but hit it too squarely. And a first open frame arises for the Buffaloes. Shocker men's coach George Vatican looking on. Cleanup bowler for Wichita State's women has meant everything to this program.
Anita Mans, junior, Austin, Texas. My mom had got started in bowling when I was about 2, and then she was working late a lot of nights, and I would have to go to the bowling center with her. And so to give me something to do, she would get a pair of lanes right next to her, and she would let me sit down and roll the ball between my legs, and so that's kind of how it all got started. As I got older, I felt like I really wanted to do it, and so we just started to travel around Texas and compete and things like that. It got to the point where I was like, I'm not bad, maybe I could, give a run at this and see how far it can take me. With bowling, I kind of accumulated scholarship too, and so then we thought maybe I could go somewhere, locally, and then once I found out, some bowling programs were interested, it kind of opened up a whole lot of doors. Wichita felt like home when I went there, and I've loved it ever since. It's a great experience. If you love bowling, it builds your character, it builds your personality. It makes you see what you can do in life, and how you learn how to get through things, the good and the bad. The Bowling of the Year award means the world to me. It was a great experience, and it's kind of a culmination of all 4 years that I've had collegiately. And it's not an award that is just mine. It's my teammates' award, my coach's award. It's a great experience, and I feel like I share it with each one of them. I would love to be the mom that my mom is. She's an inspiration to me, and she's my rock, and she's my biggest fan, and she means the world to me, and I hope to be as wonderful a mom as she is.
No doubt Mom is proud. A bowler from Texas looking to do damage against a team from Texas. And that hits the pocket perfectly for a strike. Back-to-back strikes now for the Shockers. Got the nifty Karam to knock them all down. And the Shockers feeling good. We turn from one All-American to another.
Tina Stickney, senior, Austin, Texas.
Tina making the jump from second team All-American to first this year. This one looks good, and it is. Watch this ball snap into the pocket at the last moment. Pours it in for a strike. Trying to will it across to knock all 10 down. After 5 frames in game 1, Wichita State has the lead. These teams vying for the Helmer Cup. It's the IBC on CSTV. Welcome back to Rockford, Illinois. Both of these teams enjoy terrific fan supports.
It's a long way from Canyon, Texas. We're joined by the Buffalo backers. What's your message to the team?
Go, Buffaloes, go!
This team has done so well historically over the years. How proud are you of this program?
We are very proud of these girls. They have fought for the past 3 years, and they finally made it. We are real proud of it.
Much to be proud of for both teams, but the Buffs trail by 13 pins. Frame 6 means top of the order. Guerrero getting it done with the books as well.
Come on, baby.
A strike in her first frame, make it back to back. That effort was worth a little celebration dance. Shocker fans loving it. Clara hitting the pocket flush. And she knew it all the way. Katie Boroff looks to respond for the Buffaloes, as you see. Former runner-up for Conference Player of the Year honors. Just as good as her Shocker counterpart. Dead solid, perfect. And she's fired up for West Texas A&M. 7th frame now. Shockers have thrown 3 straight strikes, looking for the 4-bagger. Santem with a wealth of international experience. The Shockers just keep on rolling. There is so much talent across this Wichita State roster. And Olivia liked that one from the moment she let it go. Barnes, an impressive 289 high game in her career. Looking for 3 straight strikes for the Buffs. She's got it. The pins are falling down at a rapid rate at the Cherry Bowl. The IBC got rolling in 1975. Fittingly, it was Wichita State who won the initial title, and they were dominant early, taking 3 of the first 4. The event shifted to the Baker format in 1999. After the flurry of strikes, Wichita State still up 13. Kathy has been bowling for a long time. Trying to keep this roll of strikes going. Nearly did it, but the 9-pin would not go down. Westberg tugging the ball to the left of the head pin.
Right over your target.
But even Marge Simpson, one would think, could pick up this spare. And she's got it.
Take some shots, ready to cover it. Ready to fill it up.
Coach likes that covering effort. So do the Shocker fans. Latoya Williams. Honorable mention, All-America. In the bottom of the 8th frame. And some work to be done for Latoya. Got too high to the left, leaving the 4, 6, and 10 behind.
Come on, big spare, baby. You can do it.
Indeed, this would be a big spare.
Oh, hook. Shake it
But
off.
too wide to the right side that time to knock all 3 down.
Come on, Megs, me and you, right here.
And a costly open frame for the Buffs. 8 frames are done in the opening game. Coming up, we'll show you how to stay in step in your game. Welcome back to the Intercollegiate Bowling Championships. Want to work on your game? It's time for an instant clinic. Footwork is the focus.
Hi, I'm Kristen Nielsen with Erie Community College. A lot of bowlers have the problem with footwork and getting their timing down straight, but I'm going to show you how I stay in step with my game. The key to good footwork is getting your lead foot as close to the foul line as possible without going over. So I count in my head my 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To make all this work, your bowling hand must be in sync with your feet. So I start my first step, 1, then I start my second step, 2, and begin to bring the ball down. On the third step, 3, the ball's at the bottom. On the fourth step, 4, it's at the top. And on the fifth, begin to bring it down. And that's my 5 easy steps to a better score.
Thank you, Kristen. Lagrange in the 9th frame now, trying to use proper footwork to seize on that open frame left by the Buffs and build on the 27-pin lead by the Shockers. And that is a large strike. Caroline put the ball in the pockets. The 7-pin took its time, but reluctantly went down. And now a ton of pressure on the Buffaloes. Essentially, they have to mark out here, but the All-American could be equal to the task.
Push. Come on, slide it over.
And you can see some frustration on that face. Megan trying to pick up the very difficult 6-7-10 split.
Shoot it. All right.
Unable to do so, and that'll wrap it up for Wichita State in the opening game. Still a chance, though, for the Player of the Year Mans to add some gaudy numbers to the Shockers' totals. Doing better than her runner-up status of a year ago. 9 out of 10. And Anita, with that wry smile, knows what's been accomplished in this opening game. The 10-pin wouldn't fall. Comes back to pick up the spare. And you see the eyes of concentration. Total focus by Anita Mans. So with this game wrapped up, a senior will get a chance to roll in the championship as a sub. It's Samantha Wong, who hails from Canada. And her inactivity in this one did not slow her down. Coming off the bench for a strike. Rookie of the Year among the honors won by Tina Stickney. And while it's academic in this game, Tina trying to keep the confidence level high for the Buffaloes as this championship match progresses. She picks up the spare. Tina, a runner-up at the 2004 Collegiate Singles Championship. And you can see in the background the Shockers already huddling up for the next game. Stickney trying to keep her team's energy level high. But the first game claimed by Wichita State. They're one game away from wrapping up a national title. We are back in Rockford, Illinois. College bowling continues to get bigger. Over 70 schools now have women's teams. Top 16 made it to the IBC. Best of 3 in the championship. Game 1, all Wichita State. Rolling past the Buffs, so now it's a must-win for West Texas A&M.
Getting set for the start of Game 2, joined by West Texas A&M coach Jeannie Franklin. Jeannie, fell behind early, then stayed with Wichita State.
Yes.
What'd you just tell your team to work on as we get set for the second game?
Just they have to concentrate. They have to make their shots. Towards the end, they weren't making their shots, and that was the difference.
You have a sense for the confidence level of your team?
Yes, it's very confident. This is it. We got to have it.
Jeannie taking this job on short notice. Prior coach left earlier in the year. Jeannie taking over a month ago, and her team has put together a great run, but they have to bounce back in Game 2. Teams will change lanes, so both squads have to cope with the same lane conditions. Katie Boroff, a spare and a strike in the opening game. And she starts Game 2, knocking down 7 pins.
Slide it over. See you do it 100 times. Let's go.
Words of encouragement continue. This ball coming right at you. And you see Katie's ball never did make it to the pocket, leaving the 1-2-10 split opportunity. Got 2, couldn't get 3. So an open frame to start the second game for the Buffs. Wanted that head pin to do the large portion of the work, but couldn't cleanly navigate it. Here's Guerrero for the Shockers. In 2000, was the best amateur bowler in the world. Perfect in Game 1 with a pair of strikes. And it stays that way. Dead on, make it the trifecta. 3 strikes for Guerrero. And on that follow-through, you see the snap release employed by Clara. And she has such beautiful form. Spare and a strike so far for Barnes. It took a while, but that's a strike. They're on their feet at the Cherry Bowl, and you'll see the fortuitous roll taking out the 10 pin. And the range of emotions by Barnes. Now she can celebrate. Olivia Santa trying to add a national title to that collection of gold medals. 7 pin will not cooperate, and she faces the vaunted 7-10 split. This one had a decent shot at the pocket, and it looked for a moment as the 7 would go down. Well, Olivia generates a great deal of power. Let's see if she can work some finesse here as well. We'll settle for merely the 10, but that's an open frame for the Shockers.
I think you caught it all the way. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
Wichita State looking to win one more round than last year. They lost a thrilling championship showdown with Pikeville. High drama for the title. The fans were revved up. The Bears roared in the first game, cruising to the win. In Game 2, Caroline Lagrange needed 7 pins to win the game, but she only got 6, and the game ended in a tie. It went to the third. Lagrange came up with an unbelievable save. What a spare. But in the end, senior Lindsay Durham needed only 4 pins to wrap up the title, and Pikeville won it.
I feel like people look up to us that we won last year, and we are a really great team, and it was a really exciting experience. And I don't know, I can't even explain the feeling that I had. It was great.
That was a moment to enjoy. Come now to frame 3 of the second game. LaToya Williams trying to maintain the momentum for the Buffs, hoping for back-to-back strikes, and she's got it. Williams shot flush in the pocket, and that is a gorgeous strike. The men's team for West Texas A&M in the background finished 3rd in this competition, trying to root the Lady Bowlers on to victory. Westberg with a pair of spares so far. Good look at how she grips the bowling ball. And her work with her next ball will come on the left side. A cluster of 4 pins remaining, but they're tightly bunched. And this one was a bit flat in the pocket, leaving the 2, 4, 5, and 8 pins. Kathy, a senior majoring in criminal justice. Could not get all 4. Left the 7 pin up. Open frame for Wichita State as things get tighter in Game 2, championship round of the IBC. Welcome back to Rockford, Illinois. It has been a festive week. All of these teams trying to flex their muscles. Central Florida let us come along on their IBC journey.
We're a team in every way that matters.
You don't know what it takes to be a lady knight. Yeah! Yeah!
Just the camaraderie's there.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wanting
We
it
actually
and
wanna be with
experience and
we're there for each other. The more time we spend together off the lanes, the better we're going to do on the lanes.
Makes it that much easier.
It's definitely worked out this year.
I wasn't originally going to try out, and this has been the best year for me. I've had so much fun with these girls, and we're like family. And I've gotten so much experience, and my bowling's improved so much.
We can't do one thing without one person on this team.
This team drawing inspiration from Coach of the Year Pat Costello, who's one of the best bowlers in the history of the game.
It really means a lot to me because I share it with my athletes. I don't do this for myself. I've got all the accolades that I need. I'm doing it for these kids so that they can experience all the great things that I experienced in bowling.
Congratulations to Coach Costello and her team. They had an outstanding year. Meantime, here in Game 2 of the championship round of the 2005 IBC, West Texas A&M turns to Megan Larson, trying to pick up her play after 2 open frames in Game 1. Better here, 9 out of 10.
Good shot, spare it up. Spare it up. Make it spare. Big spare.
This would be a large spare for the Buffs.
Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up.
And into the channel. You could see that ball breaking right the majority of the way, and a difficult open frame for West Texas A&M. And a difficult championship appearance continues for Megan Larson. Lagrange has been sharper for Wichita State, looking for her 3rd consecutive strike.
Oh, push a lot.
She dials it up. You can see that explosive release by Lagrange. And she got good action on the left side on that sequence. Momentum has evaporated for West Texas A&M. Stickney tries to change that, but now faces an extremely difficult spare. Tina kind of steered that shot high into the head pin, and the ball went straight through, causing the separation, leaving her with the potential 4-pin spare chance. A kiss of the ball for good luck. And you can hear Tina sigh as that ball travels down the lane. Not the result she was looking for. It's consecutive open frames for West Texas A&M. Anita Manns shining in the classroom as well as the bowling lanes. The bowler of the year stepping up at the right time. Took a while to hit the pocket, but when it did, all 10 tumbled. The Buffs have seen their early lead in this game dissolve, and Wichita State now up 8 pins as Game 2 rolls along on CSTV. Old school bowling balls have gone the way of black and white televisions. Now it's all about color and lots of it. Players get their favorite TV shows and teams in the mix. For these players, bowling balls are more than just equipment. They're a prized possession.
If the dorm burnt down, I would go in for my bowling balls. That's how special they are. Without your bowling balls, nothing. So have to have your bowling balls everywhere. Can't go on a trip, can't go on vacation without your bowling balls.
You gotta have the good equipment. It helps to have talent too. Both of these teams with deep rosters. But the Buffaloes already down a game. Down 8 pins in Game 2. Boroff earning honorable mention All-America honors a year ago with that smooth stroke. But the 7-pin will not go down. Katie's ball a touch light. But the 7-pin all that remains. As you see, excellent follow through. Put together by the senior from Mansfield, Texas.
Get left, get left, get left. All right.
That ball followed the instructions of her teammates. It got left, and an important spare cashed in by Boroff. Guerrero came just that close to a perfect game. She hasn't missed thus far in this championship.
Come on, baby.
That's her first non-strike, leaving 3 pins behind.
Okay, on 2, babe.
On a 2.
Lane cam reveals that one a touch short of the head pin. And Clara knows there's work to be done. Coming after the 4-6-7, but she'll have to settle for merely 1 pin knockdown. We move to the top of the 7th frame, and after that open frame by the Shockers, Barnes and company grab a 4-pin lead. Elaine with a strike the last time she rolled it down the lane.
Come on, spare it up.
This ball barely getting to the head pin. And she's left the 2, 5, and the 8, but well positioned for what would be a significant spare. But she's unable to convert.
Shake it off. Did not expect it to come like that.
Olivia Santam from the Buffalo State, trying to knock the Buffs out of this championship. like a Hall of Famer. That's a big-time strike for the Shockers. Sandham sent it down with authority. And that wrist action, so vital to knocking all 10 pins down. As we head to the top of the 8th frame, Wichita State has moved ahead by 11 pins.
Good shot, Toy.
But Williams has an answer. That's a nifty strike for the Buffs.
Megan, you can do it.
Come on, let them know you're still here.
Great shot. Really clean.
For the second time today, a sub for the Shockers. Spelling Kathy Westberg. It's Samantha Wong, who finished off game 1 with the strike. No signs of rust. She got them all. Wong had to wait for a moment to see what would develop on the left side. But she drilled all 10 pins. The strike puts the Shockers up 21, getting closer to a national title. Welcome back to the Cherry Bowl in Rockford, Illinois. Intercollegiate Bowling Championships, 9th frame, 2nd game. West Texas A&M already down a game, needing to win this one to extend this championship, and needing essentially a strike here by Megan Larson. She gets 9 but can't get 10 as the 10 pin remains standing. It should be a straightforward spare, but at this juncture, every pin counts for the Buffaloes.
Spare it up. Good spare.
Needs to keep it out of the channel and does. Trying to get the crowd revved up too. But at this point, even the fans sense the Buffaloes' run is over. For Wichita State, Lagrange, the Canadian Bowler of the Year, looking for a strike to bring her Shockers closer. She's got it! The 10 pin fell. What a big time strike! The Shockers beginning to realize what they have accomplished. Final frame for the Buffaloes. Tina Stickney rolls it. She picks up the strike, but already you can see some tears revealing themselves on that side of the lane. On the other side, you can see the celebration slowly beginning for Wichita State. The strike by Stickney translates into 2 more rolls. She's got another one.
It's all right. Hey, it's okay. We did our best.
And those are words to live by. You cannot question the level of effort put together by West Texas A&M, but seemingly the Shockers have wrapped this championship up. Stickney, another strike. If that's the end of her college career, she's done it in fine fashion.
Nice and loose, baby. Nice and loose. With aggressive bicep.
All in, baby. All in.
And now here's Anita Menz stepping forward, needing 7 pins to wrap up the national championship for Wichita State. She does one better. And the Shockers know they've clinched the IBC title.
Hey, wait.
Still one more roll for the bowler of the year. That'll add to the final tally, but the bottom line is Wichita State's IBC champs 2005. A tough moment for the Buffaloes of West Texas A&M. And jubilation for the Shockers. Another look at the crucial strike thrown by Caroline Lagrange in the 9th frame. That proved to be vitally important for the Shockers. Wichita State IBC champions, Coach Mark Lewis. We saw some tears earlier. Can you sum up your feelings right now?
It's a great feeling to get here and finally break through with 3 seniors leading the way. Super exciting.
Momentum went back and forth in this one. What does that tell you about the mental tenacity of your team?
Oh, just all the depth behind it. Just so much depth with everybody able to play, changing lineups, having people come in. And they just played great. Everybody just played so good.
And how about the bowler to your left? What she meant to this program?
Well, just an unbelievable year and an unbelievable tournament. You know, she's already short enough, but we rode her shoulders for so long. We put all the weight on her shoulders, and she carried us so long, so much. She just had a great year, just a super person to have around.
Maybe not too tall, but long on bowling talent. Let's bring in Anita Mans. Can you talk about all the talent on this team and how you guys push one another?
We have so much talent on this team. You know, we have 3 seniors and we had freshmen that came in. Everybody, you know, showed up this week and did what they needed to do to help the team out. And it's amazing to be able to turn into different people in the lineup and, you know, do what we have to do to make a win. And that was awesome this week.
It's a national championship for Wichita State. Congratulations to the Shockers. They win the Helmer Cup, champions of the IBC. For our entire CSTV crew, I'm Brian Weber. For more, log on to CSTV.com, the ultimate destination for scores, news, highlights, and analysis. This has been a presentation of CSTV, college sports television #1 in college sports. So long from the Cherry Bowl in Rockford, Illinois. Thanks so much for watching.